Hello, 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 hi. I am Spantopia Rose, but you can call me Span. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? I thought today I would do a video about gratitude, a softly spoken, nice and calming video about gratitude and how you can use being thankful as a part of self-care. This is a video request from a viewer who I adore, and I have my coffee. It is a Boss coffee. It's an iced long black. It's a long black, so it's just a black coffee, but it is delicious. It's my favorite. It's my favorite coffee you can get because it's one of two coffees you can get chilled, like in a can or disposable, like in the chalky milk section, and that doesn't have milk in it, so it's just black coffee, and this is the best one. Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor. You go, boss. No. Just Boss Coffee. Just Boss Coffee. Focus on my face. Focus. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to be doing some hand movements. Let's have a little bit more coffee. A little bit. Okay, so I thought I would do just a little bit of hand movements while I talk about gratitude and how we can use gratitude as self-care and what gratitude means for me, and also how gratitude is okay to practice, to consciously make the effort to be grateful for things in your life. So what I find is that if I don't consciously look for things that I like about life, things that I enjoy, and things that people, things, events, beautiful things that are positive, if I don't seek those out and go, oh wow, I'm really grateful that I have long black Boss coffee in my life, then I don't see it. So what happens in the mind, in human minds generally, is that we tend to focus on the negative because we're like, oh, why am I so sick again? Why do I have extreme back pain? Why and then it goes, why negative thing always happening to me? And then the brain goes, okay, my person wants to know why negatives, and then it goes, let's find negatives, and it goes searching for things that are bad, things that you aren't grateful for, that you are like, oh damn, it really sucks that my back hurts so much right now, instead of, isn't it great that I have the opportunity to make this video? So what I am trying very hard to do is, instead of asking why am I unwell, why did this happen to me, why negative, I ask, things can get better, right? And I ask, how beautiful was that bright red tree we saw this morning? And then the brain goes, okay, my human wants to know why beautiful, and then it will go searching for beautiful things. So it'll go, look how beautiful these lights are. It'll go, look how beautiful this ring is. And instead of going why negative, it'll go why positive. And slowly, your brain will, or my brain hopefully, will start noticing things that I'm grateful for. And I can be like, you know what I'm really grateful for? I'm really quite grateful and thankful that autumn exists, because the leaves go these really vibrant colors, and it just makes the whole landscape change when you're driving anywhere. And it doesn't have to be like big, huge things. Like, I am super grateful for my family, my boyfriend, my friends. They're all so understanding, and I'm so grateful for that. But sometimes those things don't seem like things that we can really cling on to as things that I don't know how to say this, but I find that being grateful for people, I need to express that to the people, which then changes the way that my mind is giving and receiving information, because there's a person there. I like to practice gratitude both for other people and for myself. So I'm grateful that I can wear this headband and it doesn't sit too tightly on my head, and it keeps the hair out of my face. I'm really happy about the situation, so I'm gonna take a moment and think about how thankful I am that I have this situation. Yeah, and I'm thankful for inventions like rings that spin. So the inside of this ring, you can't really tell in this video, but the inside of this ring spins separately to the outside, and then it is a really good fidget toy. And I'm really grateful for that because it stops me from picking my fingers. So how good is it that somebody invented that? So then your brain goes, how good? And then it goes, okay, my human wants to know how good. And then it goes, okay, good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. And it goes looking for good things. And it's a very slight change in the way that we process. I process the world around me, and I think that's a very important thing to try and work on. And being thankful of things that you wouldn't even notice, or things that annoy you. This is the best one. So for me anyway, for me, I don't like wearing glasses. I don't like my glasses on my face. They get really tight. They're always smudged. Look, it's smudged right now. It's smudged right now. It's so smudgy. Now I have to clean them. So I don't like my glasses, but I am thankful that they help me to see a little bit better. So I'm thankful that they exist. I'm grateful. I really enjoy the fact that things in the distance and the midground don't have to be a little bit blurry. They can be crisp. And I'm thankful that there are glasses that have, what do you call those dots? Polka dots, because, you know, I'm a sucker for anything with polka dots. And I'm thankful for this piece of cloth, because otherwise there's just handprints on my glasses 24/7. So it's like one of those, don't think so negative, think positive, but in a way that makes sense to me, because I can't just be like, yay, back pain. That's not my back. Like, that is a negative thing. So instead of being like positive towards the things in our lives that are negative, we find things that aren't the negative things and try and focus on those instead. So I'm grateful that it's not windy outside right now. Even though I'm inside, it's still nice to not have that background roaring noise, you know? What are some things that you're grateful for? What are you grateful for? What are you thankful exists? I am thankful that art exists. So today, I was very brave, and I went and entered two of my artworks into a competition down at my local gallery called Raglan Gallery in Kuma. And I'm so thankful and grateful that the lady there was really nice, and I filled out all the forms correctly, and they took my artwork today. And even though it's 2 weeks out, and that's all done and prepared now, and I'm grateful that experience happens. Whether I happen to win a prize in the competition or not it's not a big deal, you know. It's the experience of having entered anything in the first place and having that. I'm grateful for the courage that I had to do that thing, because a lot of times I am not courageous enough to overcome the anxiety of having your artworks judged. But it's arbitrary. It's not the point of being in a competition. Winning is just a bonus if that would ever happen, which I highly doubt it will. I highly doubt it will. But I am thankful for the experience of that. And I think gratitude in itself is such an important thing for mental health, And I think that a lot of the time I forget about this because my brain is automatically synced to looking for the negative things, and also the negative things have such a severe impact because pain, right? Discomfort, emotions, all of these things are so quick to surface that it's hard to stop for a second, breathe, and go, okay, what's something good? And then just being like, okay, I'm thankful that if I'm having a really bad day, I didn't have to leave my house today. Or I'm thankful that I managed to make it home today. Or I'm thankful that I have this glass of juice. That's the little things, and that is a perfectly valid thing to be grateful for. It doesn't have to be, huge things. It can be the fact that there is a moon in the sky at night. It can be the fact that there are stars twinkling at night. It could be the fact that it's not windy today. It doesn't have to be anything poignant. It doesn't have to be anything that is worthy. It's just things that I can look at and be like, yeah, I like that. I am glad that exists. This juice is a mix between orange and apricot nectar. So it's quite delicious. Alright, what's some more things that we are grateful for? What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for you. For you. Thank you. I'm grateful for this platform for which I can stand here and chitter-chatter to myself. I can just stand here and chitter-chatter to you. And you enjoy it, and I enjoy it, and I'm grateful for this experience, this exchange that's happening right now. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to all of my patrons. I'm so grateful. That just fills me with such joy that I have a Patreon account where people are so interested in me and my ASMR and my creative artworks that they have the ability to fund me a little bit, and that is just I'm beyond grateful for that. Speaking of, if you want to become a patron, please see the link below. We're stuck in a poll at the moment for next week's art theme. So anyone wanting to join and vote would be beautiful right now. Or anytime, or not at all. I'm grateful for all of my viewers. I'm grateful for you. One thing that I am, no, I don't know what that was going to say, that I am grateful for, and I know what it was I was going to say. All sorts of things. Yeah. It's hard, see? I'm finding it hard to think of more examples to fill up this 20-minute gap of things, which is why I need to be more attuned to what I'm grateful for, because grateful is a great feeling. It's a very, not relaxing, but positive, ingrained positive emotion, feeling. I don't know, are those different things? Is an emotion and a feeling the same thing? Let me know. Comments below, let me know. But I'm grateful for the airplane outside. So, not that far outside, we have a, that is so loud to me, it's probably barely even turning up. Anyway, I am grateful for the gliders. So there's a plane that goes up and then the gliders come down. And while that is making an unfortunate sound for me right now, a little zoom sound. Oh, that's not good for my back. I am grateful because I do love to sit outside with a nice warm cup of tea and watch the gliders, because when they turn on just the right angle, they completely disappear and you can't see them anymore, and that is just such an interesting thing that I am grateful for that. You know what else I'm grateful for? Good teeth. I have good teeth. I'm grateful for that because I don't like brushing my teeth, but I am grateful for having good teeth. I don't like going to the dentist. I don't have to often because I've got good teeth. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for technology, for cameras such as this one, for the microphone. I'm so grateful for that. It really upped my ASMR game and made this a lot more fun. A lot more fun. I'm grateful for my very old ancient Wacom, which is a drawing device for the computer. This is a hand-me-down from my brother that is many, many years old now, and I just adore it. This is just the pen and the things over there, but my light is on top of it, so I can't show you. But I am grateful that this sort of thing exists so that I can express my art in a digital manner. And I am very keen to do a digital art. Very keen to do digital art soon. I'm finding this very difficult indeed. I think gratitude too comes from a place of peace. So while it is exciting to have things that you're happy about, it's also just kind of like, oh, isn't it nice that I have a lounge I can sit on? Isn't it wonderful that I have a bed? Like, these things are like, I'm grateful for these things because when my back is sore, I'm like, I'm gonna go lie on my bed, and then I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful for this bed, even though my back is still sore. You may have sensed a theme here. My back is very sore today. Okay, I should stop talking about that. Hand movements. I forgot what we were doing. I am so sorry. I'm grateful for people with good memories because I am not one of those people. Alright, let's do some hand movements here. I'm grateful for my hands. My hands are actually a huge part of me and my identity, which is a little bit wishy-washy, but everything I do, I use my hands, and I'm grateful that I have them, even when they are aching. I'm so glad that they're here. I'm grateful for it. I'm thankful that that I can use my hands to make art, to make food. I'm grateful for the food that I have, which just sounds so like religious, but it's not. It's just like, I mean, it could be spiritual, I guess, but it doesn't have to be religious or spiritual. It just has to be, it just comes from a place of acknowledging the good things, acknowledging the things that you enjoy having in your life, like coffee, like lunch, like, you know, all sorts of things. I think something that for me goes along with gratitude is forgiveness. And I don't mean forgiveness of when somebody wrongs you and you're like, oh, and they're like, I'm sorry, and you're like, that's okay. Not that sort of forgiveness. The forgiveness of self and the forgiveness of things that you aren't grateful for. So, for an example, my shoulders are starting to tense up now. So doing this is a little bit tricky, but I am going to forgive my shoulders for hurting, because otherwise I would just be frustrated that I can't do the things I want to do. I have to think consciously that I am grateful that this platform exists, and I am forgiving myself for not being able to perform as well as I would like to. So I think they're kind of like the same thing, but for positives and negatives. So you are grateful for positive things in your life, and you are forgiving of the negative. For me, anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying really hard to forgive the fact that my I sound like a broken record. I can't think of anything else but the pain. so you forgive that the negative things. You forgive that the wind is really, really cold when it does blow. So you're like, that's okay. And then you're like, how nice are the leaves? I'm grateful for the autumn leaves. That sort of thing. I think this is how I view it. This is all personal experience of gratitude and forgiveness. And I'm very self-involved, self-reflective, self-analytical at the moment, and this is coming with the autism diagnosis as well. I am grateful for my autism diagnosis, and I am forgiving of myself for trying to live up to expectations of society. And that's a really, really hard thing to do, is to forgive yourself for trying really hard when I'm autistic, so I didn't have to. Like, I need to not talk about that right now because I'm all in my head about it, but I am grateful for my diagnosis, for my psychologist, for being at this point in my life where I can actually look at these things and I can be like, this is me, and that's okay. So it's like, I forgive you, self, and I'm grateful for you, self. And I think the interesting thing here is the third person voice, because it's like my human and my brain, they're two different parts. So when I go, oh, everything bad is happening, my brain goes, okay, my human wants everything bad. But if I go, oh, look, that's a nice thing, my brain goes, okay, my human wants everything good. And I just think that's everything nice. I just, that's all I wanted to talk about gratitude. I think that's all. I think that's all I have for today, and I hope that you are doing alright. Are you doing okay? Are you doing okay? Oh, I just sounded like Lynx just then. Are you doing alright? Are you doing okay? If not, I hope that you were sleeping well. Alright. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, sleep well.